Hello everyone, it's Nick here. I thought I'd take you on one of my walks today to as a Friday chat to try and mix it up a bit. So the sound might not be as good as usual because I can't control it and there might be a bit of background sound, but it's all a bit of fun, isn't it really? My walks tend to be a little bit of a de-stress. Hopefully it de-stresses you as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a long walk this one, but I'll edit it down. I don't know if I'll bump into anyone else that tries to muck up the recording, but when you do things outside it's always a little bit dodgy. So hope you're well. My name is Nick, I think I said that already. So let's have a little bit of a walk and a bit of a chat about the news of the day. I suppose the main news this week is the upgrade of the internet on the channel. So you might have been following the live streams. Oh, it's going to be a bit noisy here because of the traffic. Let's do a bit of an edit. Hooray! Right, so yes, it's a bit noisy here because this part of the route is along by the traffic, but we'll see how we go. So the first news this week is probably about the internet upgrade. Let's park ourselves down here and get a bit of shade. God, just checking there's no dog poo about. Right, yeah, so we've upgraded the internet. It's too noisy here. Okay, so still a bit loud. I didn't appreciate the first bit of this walk was so close to the motorway, but it does like loop round. So as I was talking about the internet speed, recently we've gone up, well, massively to fibre broadband. I was panicking a bit last week because of the lack of information from PlusNet, but it all went sort of like smooth. And we have got the quicker broadband now. So if you've been following the live streams, you'll see a big uplift. So thank you for people that have joined up and watched those. It's now in 720p, 60 frames a second, as opposed to 360p and 20 frames a second. So it's a whole lot less blurry. We're still working on improving it, getting the numbers up. And the final piece of the jigsaw really is to get the webcam in there, which I'm sure we can do. So I was a bit of a worrier. Internet really upgraded really smoothly. It's just because there was a lack of information. I was told originally it was 5th of August, it wasn't 9th of August. I was panicking for no reason whatsoever. When you suffer from stress, you're relying on people giving you accurate information. The information wasn't quite right, but the service has been brilliant since the upgrade. So my upload speed was 0.6 and then now it's round about 18, so fantastic. So it's saving a little bit of time. Right, recording's always a little bit more tricky when there's people coming to and fro, so occasionally I have to cut it, as I did a bit there, but we should be okay going forward. I'll edit this together so it's all super smooth. What could possibly go wrong? And there is some blackberries, always loads and loads of blackberries on this route. I keep debating whether to pick some and make some jam, but I don't think I've got the patience or the time really, but something to do. Doesn't seem so hot today, which is a bit of an advantage. On these walks I tend to get a bit knackered when it was too hot, but it's a bit cooler. The rain keeps coming and going, but hopefully we should be okay there. You might hear the traffic a little bit in the background still, but we're getting further into the woods now, so that should be fine. Talking about the woods, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, whoops, is because of the COVID, it's normally set in Australia, isn't it? This time round they're setting it in a castle in the UK, I think, because it's too much of a hassle to bring it back. Not quite sure how that's going to work, whether they're going to eat horrible food in a castle. Yeah, it's going to be King of the Castle as opposed to King of the Jungle. Now, I'm not really big into these social TV sort of like things, but having said that, I'm a bit two-faced. If they offered me to go on it with a big lump sum, I'd probably do it. I think I prefer to be in a castle rather than in the middle of the jungle where I can get bitten by snakes and stuff, because it seems a little bit more controlled. But will you be watching that? I'm a celebrity. I'm not fussed. I could happily miss the whole show, but I might watch the opening ones. I mean, it was getting a bit boring set in the jungle each time, so maybe this is what they needed to mix it up a bit. So that's going to be interesting, I would have thought. Now, this is when it starts getting a little bit tricky, where we might bump into the predator, because I don't think this is the official walk, and there's some slopes for me to like navigate and go down. So if I fall over, try not to laugh. Maybe I'll edit that out. Now, what direction do we go next? Oh, it's either that way, or it's either that way. Let's go this way. Whoa. Man, whose idea was this? Well, that could have gone worse. I'm going to have fun editing this together, I'm sure. What a wally. Anyway, some more news for you that you might have caught. It's quite interesting, this. Now, researchers in Washington University in St. Louis have found a way to make ordinary house bricks, well, they got to alter them a little bit, into like a storage battery to store power. Now, it's right early days, so don't think about powering your TV by them, but they've put tiny conducting nanofibers actually within the brick that can store a charge, and at the moment that's capable of lighting up a small LED light. So it's the beginning, and they're thinking, although it seems quite basic, what they're saying is basically if you've got a solar panel on your roof, and then you can use the bricks as a storage battery and then power your whole house. I don't think the electricity board is going to like that, because they then won't be able to make any money. But I found that quite an interesting idea. At the end of the day, the sun is a big ball of gas, and we should be able to get infinite power from that. So burning fossil fuels and all this sort of stuff is a bit crazy, and we should be able to just power it normally. So I thought that was good. So it's like nanofibers or a polymer you can put on the brick to store the energy, and there we go. So obviously you can't load your car up with bricks because it would be too heavy. Right, just checking there's anyone around me. I'm right in the middle of nowhere now, so we should be absolutely fine. Okie doke, let's move on. It's good to go on these walks for health. It settles the mind, defrags the brain, so you're not on a PC all day, and yeah, it gives you a bit of fresh air, as long as you don't get lost like I'm doing, or attacked by a rabbit with a chainsaw, you'll be fine. Now, this walk is a bit off the beaten track. I have got lost several times going the wrong way, but that's when you find out all new routes, isn't it, really? And yeah, I'm a big fan of it. So it doesn't look like it's going to rain, but famous last words. Which way should we go now? Let's go straight on. What could possibly go wrong, as they say? Keep on, go to the end of the road. Boo, 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 boo. Oh man, where am I going? I wonder if I'll ever find my house again. I wonder if I'll ever upload this again. Hang on, this looks familiar. Oh man, this is nowhere. Oh, we're going onto the road now. We're going onto the road. Right, okay. Right, civilization. I think we go out onto the road and then we come back in again, I think. Public footpath. Okay. Whoops. Right, we're going in the right direction then. This is a public footpath again. Hooray! Avoid the thorn bushes. That's good tactics. Okay, now I think we cut through here. I think this looks doable. Whoa! Yeah, this looks familiar. Just got to get past those flies and over this gate here. Good. Whoa. Oh, don't slip your trousers, Nick. Oof. Okay, we're going well. I'm not dead. I ain't got too much of the walk left to do. But I'll tell you this funny story I come across in the news quite recently. You know, when you have a child, well, I don't, but if you're naming the kid, you've got to name them something that is good, and they're not going to have the mickey taken out of them at school, and it means their life's going to go okay, and they're not going to have any sort of like problems. Now, there's this couple that met during, I think, like their first date when they watched the Force Awakens, the Star Wars film, and they wanted to name their child after a character in the film. So you immediately think, okay, they might be Leia, that's an okay name, Rose, that was another female character, or yeah, anything like that, or Ray. What did they pick? They want to pick a name for their child as Captain Phasma. What? Captain Phasma. A child called Captain Phasma. Their reasoning was that they wanted to create a name which will create awe and respect to the other people. Now, people, when that kid gets to school age, people won't know who Captain Phasma is. It's an instantly forgettable character in that film that wasn't utilised as much as it can do. Captain Phasma. That kid's going to have really a lot of trouble going to school. It's a bit like naming a boy Darth Maul. I called my child Darth Maul because I wanted to be feared and get respect. I mean, some people shouldn't be allowed to have kids. Now, I'm hoping if they go through with this, when they go to register the birth, they won't let them name it Captain Phasma. That kid's going to have a terrible time, and then they're going to change their name back again anyway, aren't they? I mean, you might as well call the kid Jabba the Hutt or Emperor Palpatine or something. This was on a forum. I don't know if the people were just joking about. Hopefully they would have been. But yeah, that's Gran Stupido Grande. What do you think of that? Well, have you named your kids after any Star Wars characters or any characters in science fiction? Let me know. Hal's okay from 2001, but it might get a little bit sarcastic. Bizarre stuff. Now, this is a bit of a steep hill to finish us off on this walk. Crazy town. Certainly get a bit of elevation here. So, as I say, if you can get out every now and again, once a week or daily if you've got anywhere close to you, do go out for a walk because it gets the blood going around the body, releases a few endorphins. It does defeat stress too. Obviously, if it don't go out if it's pouring with rain, because you end up worse than when you started. But yeah, I really recommend it. I'm starting to get a bit puffed now. Definitely need a glass of water when I get back. But yeah, this one's quite good. I mean, get near the traffic, and there's a lot of blackberry bushes, rose hips. I'm trying to look up maybe to do something with them. But from an economy point of view, picking fruit and then making jam out of it and stuff, it doesn't work out for economists' sakes. Jam's quite cheap, but it's the reward of actually making something yourself, and I can see that. So yeah, I might do that. Come down here with a bucket and pick a few things. Is that something you've ever done? I do see people picking blackberries along this route, and there's loads and loads. I think on a lot of the walks I go to, there's blackberry bushes everywhere. A few slowberries too. Don't know what to do with them rather than make gin, but that sounds quite good fun as well. I don't think anyone's coming, so let's do some shout-outs. Felt a spot of rain then. Might have to stop midway if someone comes along, because this is quite near the end of the route, near the roadway. Okay, so you can become a member on the channel by clicking the join button. Starts at just $1.99, the bottom tier. Lots of little bits help me keep going, so thank you. If you do the second tier, $4.99 and above, you get a shout-out here. And there's a larger tier as well, so thank you. So you always get a shout out for any projects that you're doing, and I can put a link up on the screen if you want me to for anything that you're out and about. So let's go a bit quicker than usual. So yeah, so everyone on the second tier and above, I think there's 12 of you now. So we've got Neil Barrett, thank you very much. Stephen QNE UK, always a tough username for me to say. Well done. Phil Hill, thank you very much for the super chats as well. A few of you have gone in there. Stuart Clegg, Rossi Bossy, I love your games that you're working on. Julie Monkton, I'll put up a link to your book site there, but yeah, you do a blog as well, and you've got a number of things going on at the same time. Excellent. Chono Baggy, Grey Holt 2, Pum Pum Reader, Andrew Gibson. It's all got a bit smudged. Super Magic Edit. And Thank you to Pum Pum Reader, I think that's what we got up to. Jason Holmes, I'll never forget you. Tom and Andrew Gibson. Oh man, sorry about that. It's just my sweaty hands have rubbed it off. And top of the shop on In Space Baby is Graham Webke. Right, back to that idiot on the walk. And also on the top tier is Graham Webke. So I edit the other person in. I can't believe that's happened. Okay, so thank you. So thank you for watching the videos. It was really appreciated there. There'll be more going up. There's videos coming up on the Saturday on the ZX Spectrum. Let's see if I can make that name out. It's really frustrating. Crazy stuff. Okay, so yeah, there'll be stuff on Sunday and so forth. Until next time, take great care of yourself. I'm going to get in before it starts raining, and I'm very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, E.
And Jenkin.